These boots were made for poning, and poning they will do. Anybody fancy some drama? I'm from blah 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 blah. Salma Hayek is a salami and all that. Bonjour, welcome. I am Richard, the Islamified Dick Coughlin. I don't really have to do this. I don't mind when people make videos as much when they say whatever they think about me, when it's their opinion. What does bother me is when some deluded, bewildered, pathological, psychopathic, sociopathic twat tells blatant lies about me just to push his agenda. There is a user on here who goes by the name of Amit1980. He's either a willfully ignorant person, he's either a complete liar, or he's so delusional that he doesn't realise he's talking bollocks. He's one of the few people who can claim to have been blocked from all three of my channels. But the reason I blocked him is because he would post these comments and make all these accusations at me and ask all these questions, and he never called me by my real name. He'd always change it into something like, Coughlin or Cockland or something like that. And I just eventually got bored of him because he never listened to me. He made this video, which is actually a response to Scouse Casper XS. I'm not going to respond to his response to her video because she can talk for herself. Boy, can she talk for herself. Now, there is a user called Ashes is the Raven. He's going to be my shout-out of the day. I'll put a link to his channel down there, along with Amit1980's video. He claims that I made a video called Let's Legalise Sharia in the UK, and that I deleted it shortly afterwards. He even goes as far in the comments section to refer to me as an Islamophile. I wonder if Amit1980 actually thinks that the word Islamophobe is valid. It's funny how people who complain that the word Islamophobe isn't a real word because it's made up, like all other words are made up, they will then use a word like Islamo-sympathiser, Islamo-fascist, Islamo-Nazi, which are all three made-up words. You even conceded this point in your comment section, so you know that you were lying. My video was not called Let's Legalise Sharia in the UK. It was called How do you solve a problem like Sharia? Now, in the video, I stated quite clearly, I think everybody, you live in a country, you live by that law, that country's laws. Everyone has the same rules applied to them as everyone. What I did do was point out what I felt were issues that were something that could compromise the anti-Sharia law campaign. Now, the anti-Sharia law campaign goes under the name One Law for All. Now, what I did in my video was two things. First thing I did was point out that the application of Sharia that is being suggested in this country is not this thing about stoning women and chopping kids' hands off and killing apostates and sending people to prison for drawing fucking cartoons. That's not what's being suggested. The thing that's being suggested is the same thing that the Jews have in this country. The Jews in this country have what's known as Beth Din courts. Beth Din courts that is the Jewish equivalent of Sharia law. They have been in operation in this country since the 1700s. Nowhere on the One Law for All website can you see anything about this. I also mentioned other things, other situations and scenarios where other religious groups are allowed to do certain things and there can be nothing held against them because it is their religious belief. One of them was simple things like, someone who wears a turban because they're a Sikh does not have to wear a crash helmet, whereas someone who doesn't wear a turban can. If someone who's Catholic works in a pharmacist, they can refuse, and have refused, to sell people the morning after pill because it's against their religion, and the company, the employers can do nothing about it. Whereas if someone said, no, I'm just not selling you this product, why? Because I don't like your face, right? They could be fired for that. So those were the 2 points I was making. My point was this: you're a Muslim in this country, and you're looking and you're going, well, the Jews have got this, and the Sikhs have got this, and the Catholics have got this, and the Christians have got this, and the Hindus have got this. And it's reasonable for them to think, well, why can't we? people want to say, well, the Jews aren't going to cut anyone's fucking head off. Well, no one's going to cut anyone's fucking head off in this country. Because guess what? Cutting someone's fucking head off in this country is against the law. The only bits of Sharia law that would only apply to Muslims, and would only apply to Muslims who actually both agree to do it. Now, I know people are going to say, well, women don't have a choice in Islam. And I hate this fucking assumption that all Islamic women are all complete fucking, they're completely, I know loads of women who are Muslims, and and they seem perfectly fine to me. Most Muslims in this country don't even want it, right? It's very unlikely it's going to get put in, but it would be on a voluntary basis when both parties agree, only in specific cases like courts of arbitration, dealing with things like marriages and disputes with employers. That's it. Right? No one's going to get anyone's fucking head cut off. No one's going to go to prison for fucking apostasy, right? I'm not in favour of this being applied. My point was, if you're going to fucking sit there and go one law for all, then make your campaign one law for all. Because from what I see, the one law for all campaign is not one law for all, it's anti-Sharia. And that's fine. But don't call it one law for all. Because I don't see anyone jumping up and down about it, right? And if your only objection is you think that people are going to get their fucking heads cut off, then it's a fucking meaningless campaign anyway. That's what the video was about. You seem to be basing this idea that I was saying, let's all legalise Sharia. No, I was saying, look, if you're going to have a campaign against it, fair enough. But don't call it one law for all if really you're not campaigning for one law for all. And people will say, well, I think all those other dispensations should be gone too. Fine, but no one talks about it, do they? You said that I deleted the video, and Ashes of the Raven said, no, it was up when my channel went down. Both of you are actually wrong here. I didn't delete the video, but it wasn't up when my channel went down either. Some of you may remember that a few months before, I think it was just after I got my channel, I'd had a computer failure, my 19th of the year. And I'd finally got a new computer, and all of a sudden, one day, 20 of my videos had gone. Right? What had happened was my account had been hacked, and some bastard had deleted 20 videos of mine. Some of them got re-uploaded, some of them didn't. So I didn't delete them, but nor was it up. But then there's this guy who's on the same par with Amit1980. His name is, get this, Don't Bend Over for Allah. Okay, he left a comment on a video. Coughlin fucked it up again with that hate mail video. What, by having a laugh? Displaying the hate mail you received only works if it is in response to reasonable behaviour. Since he is foul-mouthed himself, that video simply makes him a hypocrite. Was I complaining? No, I was having a laugh with it. I don't fucking care, you dumb twat. The other video where he criticises Condell for removing one bad link, when it's Condell removing something objectionable, it's only one link, right? But then he goes, he himself removed 20 bad videos. No, I didn't remove 20 bad videos. But here's the thing, usually when I do remove a video, I generally, more often than not, explain why. Right? He fucking hasn't. So you're a fucking idiot there, but of course you won't believe all this shit. And this is the best bit. And why were the black and white minstrels racist for painting their faces black, but Coughlin isn't? What he's referring to there is my recent video that was a re-upload from my old channel called The Evolution of Skin Colour, in which throughout the course of the video I draw on my face with a black crayon, this black crayon. And by the end of the video, my face is black. And he's asking, why is that? This is the problem with people like you, Don't Bend Over for Allah. You're a fucking idiot, okay? You see things for what they are and judge them on that basis. You're a bigot. You hear things for what they are and judge them on that basis. You're a bigot, right? People were not racist because they painted themselves black. The same way you're not racist just because you say the word nigger. Look, nigger, 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 nigger. Nigger, 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 chick, wog, packy, wog, wog, coon, 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 fuck, nigger, nigger. See, that doesn't make you racist. It's the reason you're doing it, right? You're not racist or sexist or homophobic or whatever simply because of your actions. It's the reasoning behind it. The reason I painted myself black in that video is because I started off white, and as the video progressed I got more and more black until the end I was completely black. And the point of it was, look, I'm the same motherfucker I was at the start of this video that I am at the end. and I've got black skin now instead of fucking white. That was really all it was. It's a joke with a point. But you don't see that because you're a fucking idiot. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. I hope I've straightened this out for you. Of course, I'm positive Amet 1980, and I'm sure Don't Bend Over for Allah but Spread Your Cheeks for Condell over here will not get that. But there you go. I at least tried, ladies and gentlemen. Richard Vic Coughlin, 666. Good night, may God bless.